questions?
He's pretty sore. We'll know a lot more tomorrow. So don't want to say too much until we see how he does overnight. We'll X-ray him tomorrow. Just really for precautionary reasons. Our trainer thinks everything's going to be fine. But right now it's just it's an ankle sprain, and we'll know more tomorrow.
If he does have to miss time, what does the rotation look like?
Yeah, I just told the guys in the locker room, everybody's got to be ready. Braden's given us a lot, obviously, this season on both ends of the floor, and everybody's got to be ready to step up in his absence and contribute. And I thought guys did that tonight. I thought Jared gave us some good minutes. I thought that lineup with Kale in there at the end at the 4 gave us some good defensive versatility. And, we've got guys that I think with everything that we've done are built to play big minutes. And we're going to have to probably change some things in practice now. And, we get pretty physical with them at times with when we have to. But you may have to change that up a little bit now, especially, we got 2 games here in obviously a very short amount of time, heading into a really tough Minnesota team on an early game on Saturday. So we won't do a ton of live reps in practice the next couple days, and then we got another 2-day prep after that. So we'll get through it. Next man up mentality. That's how it goes in this business, and I'm confident in that locker room.
What was just his emotional state? Obviously, him waiting to play this year, and then really ascending to this point.
Yeah, it's tough. It really is, and you feel for somebody that puts as much time into his craft as Braden does. He's one of the hardest workers I've ever been around, and to see him go down like that was tough, and the emotions that came out. But that's what makes him special. Is he's got an unbelievable passion for this game. He plays with an edge and a swagger, and we all feel for him. But at the same time, we'll get through it. That's why you put all the work in, and everybody's gonna have to be ready to step up.
Physicality of this game was they were pretty physical and handsy. How did your team handle it?
Yeah, they were unbelievably physical, and that's what they do. Steinbeck is an absolute monster, and he's one of the best I've seen at getting his own miss. And I thought we did a better job on the glass in the second half with him. He had 4 in the first, I think 1 in the second, but he was wedging us out of the paint pretty good. So, listen, we did a lot of good things. We got up 18 in that game. I thought our offensive rhythm was really good with the exception of the end of the first, and then we were just trying to hang on there at the end in the second half. But, I thought our rhythm, you shoot over 50% against, I think, a really good defensive team, a really physical team. And it's a good win. I thought they made some tough shots in the first half. They made some mid-range contested ones. That's what we live with our defense. And, you shake their hand when they make those. And if you keep doing it and keep giving those up, you're going to have good success. But, they did beat us up a little bit in the paint. There's no doubt about it. There's a lot of things we're going to learn from this game. But at the end of the day, it's a double-digit win in Big Ten play. That's a hell of an accomplishment.
What do you think you got from Jared?
Yeah, I thought, it's good to see Jared knock down that 3 in the first half. I thought he had a really good post move and got to his jump hook there in the second and got a couple good rebounds for us as well. And, obviously his role will change a little bit moving forward here and just continue to grow and continue to understand. We put him on the 5 a little bit out there. And, he went over the 4. I thought he struggled a little bit on the defensive end, but he's got to be on point now with everything that we got going. And again, I thought BK was really good. I thought BK was what he played 28 minutes, was efficient. I thought made some really good passes out there, and 18 assists, 8 turnovers. That's pretty good. So again, I thought everybody that was on the floor made a big contribution.
Obviously not perfect for Wink, but to get back in the double figures, see a couple threes go down. How big was that for him this game?
Yeah, and listen, his shot looked great. I thought those other ones were down, and a couple in and outs. It's good to see him out there being aggressive, and he played 33 minutes. I told you he was okay, and he's going to continue to be asked a lot. That's why when we can get him rest, it's important. But I thought he played a really, really good overall game tonight. Even though his shots didn't fall probably the way he wanted, I thought he was really good in all the other areas.
His third straight 20-point game. I guess just what's his level of confidence shooting the ball right now?
Yeah, he's got a lot of confidence, and we're going to do everything we can to find him. Thought we ran a couple good actions, and our guys made good plays. They set good screens to get him loose. And again, when we get stops and we get out in transition, we got to find where we always have to know where Price is, and our guys have done a good job recognizing that.
How do you think you guys handled the X out closer? Now you get to Steinbach in the short roll there, and then the kick to the corner.
Say it again.
How do you think you guys handled the X out kind of closeouts, and they hit Steinbach kind of a nice short roll?
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's a tough play to guard, especially when you're a little bit undersized out there on the floor. And they set that little butt screen on top of the floor, and now you switch a big onto Diallo. I thought did a great job of getting into the paint and making plays as well. So for the most part, I thought we did a solid job. But again, they beat us up a little bit. But again, guys, it's it's a 10-point win against a good Big Ten opponent, and we had that thing up in 20 for a lot of that second half. So I'm proud of the guys. It's a good win for us, but at the same time, yes, there are some good things that we're going to take and learn, and we'll have a good cleanup film session in the morning.
How do you feel about where Cale Jacobson is at? I mean, obviously he played more minutes tonight once Braden went down, and if he needs to play more minutes in the future, how do you think he's set to
Cale plays a lot for us every night. I think Cale's been unbelievable all season long. We're gonna even though I'm not sure he scored tonight, but I thought he had a huge impact on that game. And yeah, he's a huge part of our rotation, and we're going to continue to rely on him. And yes, his minutes probably will go up even more than they already are.
Yes, Coach.
Thanks, guys.